Hey guys, welcome back, or hello if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing this super glowy makeup look. I absolutely love makeup looks where I can focus on the skin as opposed to doing so much on the eyes. So if you guys are interested on seeing this glowy look right here, let's go ahead and hop right on it. So today I'm using the Dermologica Hydrablur Primer. I absolutely adore this. It definitely locks in those pores, and that's of course what we want. This will literally do it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this in and rub it into the areas where I have the most enlarged pores, which is right over here by like the sides of my nose and T-zone area. A little on my chin as well and my forehead lightly. So after primer, I'm going in with the Loreal Lumi Glowtion, and I'm just gonna go in with the color Light Glow and Medium Glow. I'm gonna mix them together. Absolutely adore this when I'm doing an all over like ultimate glowy look, just because it gives you that extra glowy vibe, and like who doesn't want that? Yeah, obsessed. So gonna go in with some of that. It's not gonna help the pores in any way. Obviously, that's why I went ahead and used the Dermologica before. It's gonna give that healthy under the skin type of glow. So when we go in with our foundation, it's just really gonna look like an underneath the skin type of deal. Like you're glowing from within. And honestly, this is what I love doing. If I were to skip this step, it would probably look still just as good, but it just gives that extra like, I don't know, like oomph and glow, healthiness to the skin. So for foundation, we are keeping it dewy, of course. I'm going with the new Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. This one's in the color Macadamia. I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender as well. It's gonna pump a little bit on my hands. Is pretty perfect for me. I always like to kind of make it a tiny bit darker though, like from my neck, and blend it that way, just because my neck is a little bit lighter than my body and my face. So this should be a like perfect match for me. If anything, I will be adding another like luminous type of foundation in with it, but this is beautiful. So I also just dabbed in a little bit of the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation just to kind of get the color a little bit richer. Aside from the shade, that foundation from Mercier is amazing though. Like you definitely don't need anything mixed in with it. I'm just doing it for shade wise because that's the only one that I have. And I'm gonna go in with the Mercier 3N. This is their Flawless Fusion Concealer. I like to use this one on more of the dewy days because the other concealers I have are more, I don't wanna say a matte finish like fully, but definitely don't dry down to be dewy-ish. So that's why I like to go in with this one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place it here. Go in with that Beauty Blender and blend this in. I'm gonna go ahead and set that with my powder, and this is not sponsored in any way by Mercier. These are just one of my favorite products. So just wanted to let you guys know that, but I am going with my translucent powder from Mercier. This is my holy grail, so yeah, always using it. Really apply this to the direct under eye. Just gonna go ahead and take a brush and just lightly brush right here. Wherever else I feel like I might need some powder. Dust away what's underneath my eyes as well. So I'm gonna come back to the complexion in just a little bit. I'm gonna start going onto the eyes real quick, and like I said, we're gonna keep it kind of natural today. So I'm gonna go in with the new Pixi by Petra palette. This is their Natural Beauty Eye Reflection Shadows. I'm just gonna go in with this first shade right here. It's just a beautiful like champagne-y color. And I'm just gonna pat that down on the lid. I'm gonna then take this third shade, which is a beautiful champagne, like a deeper shimmer kind of color. That one is Petal. Have that on my brow bone. Run through this pretty vulgar bronzer in Bronze Bee. Apply a little bit of this into the crease area so we can keep it kind of natural. And I feel like I may have done a glowy look, but I wanted to just update you guys on how I've been doing it. Some of these products I am using are new as well, but I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in because I am always doing, like I said on Instagram, a glowy look. So I'm just gonna kind of run this, focusing it more right here in the outer crease, like deepening up that area, and then just running it to right here. And sorry if this is kind of boring, but this is definitely like an everyday type of glow makeup look for me. So I guess we're killing two birds with one stone here, and we're showing you my everyday type of look. Blend this out just so it's not harsh. Pick up this color right here on my finger so we can really intensify it and get it slathered on the lid. That sounds so weird. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press and like drag so we can really get the pigment. I love using the fingers to do so with this type of deal when you're doing like a light color like this, because I mean your fingers are tools as well, and I feel like I've said that here too, but it's so true. The warmth of your finger definitely loosens up the product and it just glides on. And then I'm just gonna mesh in that bronzer kind of with it, because for an everyday look, I just kind of like it to look effortless. So I'm going back into the skin and I'm gonna take a little bit of the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toast to go ahead and warm up my cheek area and stipple it in the areas that I want it. So right here. And bring it upwards. Using a stippling brush will really ensure that it looks like it's your skin that has that bronzeness there, and like kind of still looks glowy to me. Like it still has that glowing factor even though it's bronzer. Like you still get that type of vibe because it is a cream product and you're like pushing it into the skin. So that's why I like using the stippling brush for that. Do this on the normal spots, so by my temples, my forehead-ish area, right here, and by my nose. I just pounce over it with the Beauty Blender just to kind of soften it a little bit and push it into the skin. Next up, I'm going with the new Nars Exposed palette. This is their cheek palettes. I'm gonna go in with a few of these shades. Now, I'm not a really big blush wearer, but there is a little bit of a highlighter in here, so we'll go into that in a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a larger stippling brush now, second color, and apply that into my cheeks. So it's a little bit of a blush, but it has a little bit of a sheen, which is perfect. So it just looks super healthy-like. So next product I'm taking is the Nars Natural Radiant Booster. This is pretty new for me, and it's the illuminate color. I'm gonna apply it with a brush first. Just gonna tap a little bit of the excess off. Put it right at the tippy top of my cheekbone. Right here. And I actually could like use that on its own and it's beautiful. Of course, I like to go a little overboard with the highlighter, but you totally can use this on its own, but I would recommend setting it as well. I'm also hitting the brow bone as well while I'm over here, because I do like to kind of keep it in this like general region. And then I just go back in with the Beauty Blender and kind of stamp over that so it melts in to the skin again and kind of melts in with the bronzer and like marries together. So hopping into lashes, quickly I'm gonna go in with the Salon Perfect 614s. I'm gonna do them off camera and I'll be right back. Taking the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, one of my favorites. We're gonna go ahead and apply that to the lashes. And as for the lower lashes, I haven't decided if I'm gonna add any just yet, because I really love the look of no lashes there. I'm just gonna do like a tiny wisp of it. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz up my face with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and I am at the very bottom here, so clearly I'm obsessed with it. I've been using it all the time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spritz up my entire face. It's gonna give a really nice luminous look to it. I'm definitely gonna need to pick up another one of those pronto. Back with this Nars palette and take this first shade. While my skin is still really luminous with that spray, I'm gonna make sure we hit these points right now while it's like wet kind of. For my lips, I'm going in with my NYX lip liner. This one's in the color Nude Beige. We are running super duper low. I have another one over there, but we're just gonna use this one right now. Next, going in with the new Loreal color. This one's in the color I Create. Beautiful. I'm just gonna tap a little bit into the center. Then going with the new Nars lip color, which is really like a pretty sheen. Has like a lot of glowiness happening. I do like to top off my looks with a gloss, so it doesn't necessarily have to have like these glowing flecks to it, but I do like to top it off with a gloss when I do a dewy makeup look. So this one's in the color Star Babe. I did already place that one on, but I do want to have a little bit more of a gloss vibe happening. So trusty NYX Butter Gloss. I know I've used this so many times, but this is the one I use on Instagram literally 99% of the time. So this is in the color Fortune Cookie. And I'm just gonna go ahead and run that right here. Really not gonna go too crazy. I just want a little bit of an extra gloss. Taking a tiny bit of the Mercier Glow Powder, I'm just gonna kind of press this right here. A little bit. Oh, I just love that. So go ahead and top off this entire look. We're gonna go ahead and set it down. I'm taking the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So that wraps up this glowy makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe found it a little bit helpful. This is definitely one of my everyday looks. Now you can tone it down with the highlighter, but this is just a look that I love with super dewy, glowy skin. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I believe that is all for this video. We'll have all the products listed down below like usual, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!